All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Hold the Line tournament. We've got, oh, excuse me. We have OGT. Sorry about that. We have OGT going up against Caveiras, which I will be referring to as Cav, so that I don't stumble over their name. I apologize. I apologize to everybody whose name I'm gonna say wrong. Just say it right now. We're gonna go ahead and watch these opening rockets, see how this starts out. About 15 seconds before the curtain drops here. Now, for the rules, I forgot to switch my map, but because it was SMDM earlier, it kind of same principles apply. You can see the zones here. I had used the SMDM map, but zones are still the same. So you can see what the zones are looking like using the geofence to lock these guys in the zone. It will automatically kill them if they go out of bounds. So we do not need to watch for that whatsoever. We can see OGT coming across right here. Another truck here. What? Tank grounds? I can see a lot of their trucks coming across up over here. I'm hearing rockets. Oh, there it is, below us. Hearing some of the return rockets as well. All these rockets coming from Cav are dropping low. That one was close. Does look like OGT's going to make it to the buildings first. Here comes one of the return rockets from OGT. Squad leaders beginning to jump out of the trucks. Does not look like any of these rounds landed. It does look like the tank just blasted the truck in the distance over there. Just got a hold of him. Yes, indeed, the tank is blasting the truck over there, catching some of the infantry. You can see tanks pulling up over there for both sides now. Or, sorry. Yeah, well, I was watching two battles at once. You got the. We do have tanks pulled up for both sides. Okay, I was right even when I was wrong. Here comes the Lukes pulling up for OGT. I will be thrown off this match. I'm casting from the German side as the blue side. That confuses me for some reason. Got the Stewart, I believe, right here. Posted up behind this broken down building. Is killing the trucks and catching the infantry that are trying to drive in. The Lukes over there should peak any moment. And that's just a truck. That's just a truck. There you are. There's the P4. Might be able to actually hit the back end of this tank here. Maybe. Does look like Cav is starting to take control of the circle with just a handful of infantry. Looking over to the east, it does look like OGT did push some guys out this way. This is the more open side, though. The best way for them to get in, best way for OGT to get into Southern is take control over here, which they're doing a pretty good job of, as long as they don't lose the Lukes over here. Cav, kind of the same thing. They've got this avenue and this avenue. Excuse me. They do have a garrison and some squads pushing out to the east. There you can see this squad over here popping up by the trench out here wide to the east, but they're going to be really pinned down trying to make their way across those open fields. Cav still has control of the circle, but OGT is getting the better of the capture. They have a lot more guys in the zone. Nice looking battle lines right here as Cav is being forced into these narrow avenues of approach. OGT is able to maintain a solid battle line, getting multiple shooting lanes open. Rodman up here on the rooftop using the truck to get up top. Beautiful positioning with his machine gun, catching all of these guys in the open. Oh, what a time for him to not be mounted. There he goes. Looks like he's hip firing. Hip firing on these guys over here. They are being flanked by a Stewart, I believe. And a Greyhound. Stewart and a Greyhound supporting this push over here. Cav, knowing they need to take control of these buildings over here on the western side of the map, they need to be able to take control of these buildings so they can swing up and around and get behind Southern Edge. It's the only way to really prevent reinforcements from getting in. This is going to be where Cav needs to break through if they can't hold the center. They did manage to bring some other guys into the zone, so they did stall up this cap pressure for a little bit. But it does look like it is swinging back towards OGT. There is a Stewart up in the circle, anchoring down this cap pressure. It is still swinging towards OGT. Rockets coming in from all directions, trying to get a hold of this Stewart. Stewart locking this down for Cav. There, another hit on the Stewart, somehow still alive. Can Cyber Busano land this next rocket? Swing and a miss. There is more infantry getting up in the circle. OGT is getting the capture still. Supplies have come down in anticipation of this capture. Azale is in place. As a squad leader, should be able to get this garrison up. They get this capture time. Could potentially place the garrison now. As long as they don't spot it. You could bring reinforcements in right here on the front door. You're far enough away, I think, from that tank. It won't be locked. Oh, you can't build it yet. Nobody's capped yet. It's still neutral. Stewart still locking this down, but once they get this capture pressure on the finish, they'll be able to build this garrison. Azale is right there. Should have an OP up nearby. Looking out over to the east, it looks like OGT has managed to completely... Sorry, somebody just said something to me. Not important. I apologize. Wasn't important. Just a distraction I didn't need. Does look like OGT is holding pretty strong over in the east. They are still getting up here, taking control of the circle. Cav has pushed a number of guys up over there. Goes the Stewart, gets taken down by Crimson TB. There's a tank back here as well for OGT still. Keeping their medium back. Where is the medium? He is right below us here, yes. The medium for Cav actually looking towards the east, trying to support the infantry that's over there. Or maybe he's just trying to prevent a breakthrough over there. OGT has a number of guys over there trying to push through the open. Zemig. But he's so far to the east, he can't really... He's so far over here. Just want to make sure. My secondary monitor is so small, it's hard for me to see that when I'm looking at it. But yeah, both these teams over here in the east are going to be able to just keep each other from pushing across the open. This fight is going to be a grind here in the center and just to the west. Now, there was a capture, finally. OGT did get the capture. They did get their garrison up. I kind of missed that, but it does look like Cav has a number of squad leaders up here. One less now, but a number of squad leaders up here should be able to get some OPs up, keep this pressure up. Strafing runs going through for Cav. Supplies coming down for OGT as they're trying to get their western garrison up now, trying to secure their flanks. Hard to get a garrison up over here to the east. Could maybe get one up here by like Mike's squad to use as a beacon for infiltrations, but very difficult to get a garrison up over there in the east without moving out of bounds. Does look like Cav is starting to break through over here in the west. They do have a Stewart over here supporting this push. OGT starting to take a lot of casualties, but there goes the Stewart. I can't call out the AT because he died before I could see his name, but the Stewart goes down. Cav still trying to break into the trenches over here. You got Kid Bengalovisky. Kid Bengalovisky has made it up into the trenches. He's not in the main trench yet, but he should be able to put some flank fire in there. They are taking casualties, trying to run through the smoke. Not able to drive across. Rocket almost catching a hold of this OP right here. Did not quite get it. Valero probably coming with the next rocket. Negative. He's running. Oh, there it is. Oh, he got the infantry kill, but the OP will survive. Should get another spawn in any second now. Here's some rockets going off over here to the east, but I think it's just some tank engagements going on. Medium now pulling out. Where did the P4 go? Straight north. He's over there. Oh, the medium Sherman actually took a shot in that direction. Alright, so it looks like the medium Sherman's going to reposition over here to the broken down house, try to support the push from this infantry as they're trying to make their way into the trenches. The P4 is actually looking the other way, but he should be aware that that medium Sherman has made that move. The infantry definitely should have spotted that and called out. Maybe. I don't know. There was a lot of smoke out when he did that. Over here to the west, it's still kind of the same. Ooh, satchel. No? Was that a satchel? I'm not sure if that was a satchel or if it was just the starter truck dying. Ooh, Kevin wins the exchange. Hangs onto the broken down house. Maintaining this foothold over here on the west for Cav. Keep trying to break in over here. Obergruppenführer out there on the very edge of the zone. Oh, no, it's this button. Oh, he's not, he's kind of on the edge of the zone, but he's still looking pretty good. Put some flank fire towards Kevin, trying to prevent these guys from breaking in. But they got a nice foothold there. We'll see if they can break through there the next few minutes. So shift back over here to the east. They have a nice push going on here in the center after this medium Sherman pushed up. Still not quite able to break through, though. Commander goes down there in the back. A lot of squad leaders trying to break through. Artillery now coming down on top of this medium Sherman. I'm not sure if him and the P4... Yeah, as I say, it looks like the P4 is trying to line up some shots over there. Oh, he's getting some good keyhole shots through the opening here, but he did just catch a rocket from Valero, who's swinging a miss with his second rocket. P4 is on the move now. I don't think the P4 has a good shot. Can't quite get the range. Can't find the keyhole. Over here in the east, Sting's still looking nice and stable. Game over, and his squad just maintaining their hold over here in the east. Very difficult to push through. These guys could maybe push their way down the road here. If they could, maybe push out and take out this garrison, but that's a long road to make your way down. You got Mateus back here as a machine gunner, just looking straight down it. He's doing some long-range machine gunning. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm not seeing it. He's actually shooting at the commander over there. Kirk, you got eyes on this back here. Mateus, you should have eyes on Kirk shooting out there. You should see those tracers. Come on, shoot it, Kirk. I want to see a long-range machine gun fight. No, they're just gonna engage the infantry. Oh, not a bad call, though. While we were watching the machine gunners, Kirk actually managed to support this push here. These guys made it all the way up. Did they get the OP? They did clear the OP out of the trench there during that push. Machine gunners, instead of engaging... Ooh, somebody got Kirk back there. I think it actually was Mateus. I heard him shooting. They're both on the same asset. Both using the same structure asset against each other. All right, let's head back down towards the center, see what's going on over here. It does look like Cav's still got a couple of guys getting up close. They've got this medium Sherman is still holding behind the broken down house, but he looks pretty damaged. Catching a lot of arty rounds. Bombing run. Bombing run. That's got to be a Cav bombing run. I'm thinking a Cav bombing run tried to break their way into the trench here. Doesn't look like it got a hold of too much. Maybe the garrison. Yeah, I think the garrison is gone. But there's a couple of squads here. More guys spawning in. Infantry making it into the trenches. The medium still behind us. Should be able to support this. Deutscher gets taken down. Kid gets taken down. And it does look like OGT was able to hold on to the trenches. No casualties. Oh, I hear some engaging going on with these tanks. These tanks are shooting back and forth right now. Already still coming down on top of the medium. The P4 landed another nice round on the medium Sherman. The medium Sherman is in cover. There's only so much movement he can do. He's moving a little bit, but I don't know if he's going to position correctly to prevent this next hit. Here it comes. It was a decent hit. Not enough to destroy him. He is trying to back off. I don't know if the P4 is going to be able to find the next shot. He could maybe keyhole through that opening, but that's a difficult shot. Ooh, you can kind of see him. Does look like the medium Sherman should be able to repair up. OGT still with only a handful of guys inside the trenches, though. Tank goes down over there to the west. I did not see what took that out. I don't think it was this medium Sherman. Let's take a look at the map, see what's going on further back. No tanks back here. Oh. It was you. Cav managed to slip a medium Sherman around the back lines of OGT. Took out one of their tanks, and now they're just blasting away at their spawns. He's right on top of this garrison. It is a full crew. He should know that garrison is right there. Rockets coming in, but it's not going to be able to stop him. Garrison goes down to the tank. He's still in bounds. So this tank can sit here all day long if he wants to. Oh, but he won't be able to because El Diente managed to take him down. Cav is actually making some pretty good progress over here in the west. And again, if they can control this building right here, they got good flank fire into the trenches, could even push some guys in. It also protects the flank of the central push. These guys won't be getting shot in the side anymore. Come on, Benga Levinsky. Drop the satchel. He's going to go into the trench. Here comes Crimson TB. Oh, he wins the exchange. Oh, that's right. He's the Americans. But he does. So he's got a carbine, which means he did not have a satchel. That was not a shotgun. Here comes Tank pushing up for Cav. Ooh, a little bit of lagginess going on there with that tank. There's still some infantry here for OGT. Garrison, negative on the garrison. They do have the reinforces up right now, trying to prevent this. They've only got a couple of guys, just one guy left inside the circle, and he does still have an OP. There's the spawn in. Not enough to get this capture stalled up, though. There's two tanks here now for Cav. Looks like they retook the position over there in the east as well. They even tried to push one guy up the road here. Didn't quite make it, but they're now taking complete control of the circle. Cav beginning to get some serious cap pressure going on here at Southern Edge. I'm not sure that OGT is going to be able to push them out of this. They've just got the one medium back here, the P4. They don't... There we go. There's, as I say, where they don't have a heavy coming? They do. He's just way back here. He's not going to be in place in time to stop this capture. There's a couple of guys swinging out to the right over there, build up over there, but it's difficult to make your way into the circle from that side. They are hitting this 76 here with some rockets, but Not doing enough damage to stop him. There's some more rockets. Another hit. I don't think it's going to be enough to stop this capture, though. They have control. Ooh, there we go. That was a hit. Was that AT gun? That looked like a tank round that hit him pretty hard. There it is. Yes, it is the AT gun. Can he land the final hit on the 76? He just got hit with another rocket. The medium's pushing that way. They're looking for him. There's the capture. Goes to Cav. Kirk switches targets and goes for the medium. They're trying to go for the medium now. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but they might be able to take out the AT gun before we get the next round. Crew jumped out. The 76 is actually getting hit by the tank on the other side. More rockets coming in, trying to take out these tanks. The infantry is still in firm control here, though. Cav with a pretty nice hold here at Southern Edge. There's a lot of infantry spawning in over here on the eastern side for OGT. Ricochet off the front of the tank. Just not able to land these last few rockets to take these guys out. These tanks are surviving. The medium backing off. There he goes. I think that was Perot. Where are you? No. No. He's gone. He's gone. Before I could find his name. Does manage to take out the medium, but the 76 is still there inside the circle. Tons of infantry all around him. Southern Edge is completely secure. Over to the west, you can see that Cav is pushing their infantry up into Foy. Not quite in the zone yet, though. They're still holding back. Not quite able to break through. They got just slight open area right here that they have to get across. Narrow patch of woods you can sneak through right here, and you can see that there's some close-in fighting going on here. Hilami goes down to the infantry as they push their way through the woods. He's on the OP. Ankush takes out the OP. And Cav takes control of the woods, inching ever closer to Foy. Let's take a quick look at the map, see what's going on over here. You've got OGT is running a recon Vic around the backside of Cav's lines, getting some good work done back there as well. I think the Dazo saw you, Mateus. Mateus is down, and the garrison is gone. Well played. That's worth a Puma, even if he loses it right now. That Puma should be able to make his way around the backlines too. I wouldn't be surprised if he finds this garrison as well. Infantry still trying to make their way in from this side. It has protected this flank now with Mateus gone and that garrison gone. Iske is the only infantry over here on this flank, keeping OGT from being able to break through on this side. Cyber Busanov's below. Ooh, there's a tank battle going on. Panther catching some rounds from that 76 over there. I don't think he's going to be able to back out of this. He does not. This Panther goes down to the 76. Nice shooting, boys. Does the P4 have a shot? Can he take him out? I hear precision strike. And the 76 goes down in return to the precision strike. Well played, Commander. Now, I think they still have something back here. So, no, it's just a truck. With the loss of that tank, let's take a look at the map. There is a medium way back here on the backside here. It looks like he was back here dealing with the Puma, who did indeed get destroyed. Doesn't look like he was able to get the garrison, or if he did, they rebuilt it. Still a good Puma. Still worth it. Cav now starting to push out over there on the eastern side, trying to reclaim these positions over here. Carlos has made us all the way up to this house. Looks like he's trying to bring some reinforcements in over here. Mateus tried to take his house back. I don't see an OP over here. His OP's actually further back in the trench back there with Zemig and Didazo. And Didazo lighting these guys up, catching all of them in the open in the field. Lord Dark trying to take him down. Lord Dark catches him as he jumps into cover. Casio Cavera now up on top of the rooftop back there, lighting up this position from some high ground. He's got a nice position, can see all of this. Let's head back over to the center and see what's going on with OGT's push. They had a nice looking push after the destruction of those tanks, but it does not look like they've been able to capitalize on it. This P4 is staying back. There is a lot of pressure coming from the infantry over here on the west side of the battlefield. Cav has a massive position advantage over here, and there is a tank now making its way back. Another 76 has come into the fray over here on the western side of the battle. I'm seeing tank rounds from a distance. I think it's that medium back there shooting over here. So it looks like Cav is focusing this western sector. They want to get into position over here so that they can push straight into Foy. We'll see if the 76 can get in behind that P4. OGT getting up close to the edge of the circle. Perot making his way up. Gets taken down from multiple people at the same time. They just waited till he walked into the kill zone. And you've got him building a few fortifications, but making good use of the cover there. OGT still having a hard time holding on to these woods over here to the west. The 76 is starting to duel it out. I think he's trying to get a hit on the back side here of the P4. I don't think he can hit him from where he is. Yeah, no shot. He'll hit the propane tank. Might take out the repair station. But they're having a hard time stopping him. Let's see what's going on with the garrison spread. Garrison's looking really good up here for OGT. Cav garrisons, they're harder for me to see because they're red, but they got one here, back here, here, here. Most of their garrisons are back in their fourth zone. Just 2 garrisons up in the front zone, but it seems to be enough. They're doing well. Good garrison spread by both teams. '76 now still supporting a push from this infantry here. He's not pushing up past them. That P4 backing up. Might expose himself to the 76. Oh, where'd that come from? I'm not sure if that's a 76. It sure looks like one. Or not a 76, but a Tiger, I mean. I'm pretty sure it was indeed a Tiger, yes. Tiger takes down the 76. Well played by tank crew. Arcalis, Pushu, and RRS27. Well played, boys. Good catch coming out of the left HQ with that Tiger like that. That actually completely stalls up this attack that was going on over here. And I hear a bombing run coming in. Airhead on the ground. Airhead looks like it landed a little early. But Chapelliners tries to go for the takedown instead of the grenade. Airhead is live. Might be able to get a spawn in before they're able to get back to it. It's in the open, though. It's in the wide open. It's not in the treads. It is being protected by tank round. I'm not sure. That looks like that's coming from back there, I swear. Airhead goes down, but there is a spawn off. Kyalami might be able to get an OP up inside the trench. It's up to you, Kyalami. Counter bombing run now coming through. It's going to be able to take out Kyalami. Drop your OP, quick. No OP was established. Didazo by himself trying to clear out this trench. Tried to make his way to the back line, immediately get cleaned up by the machine guns back here. I think Caveiras got him from the rooftop. Still some cap pressure going on, though. They've got some good pressure going on in the zone. They're pushing a tank in over here on the left side. He is starting to catch some tank rounds from the medium over there in the center. Ooh, he's getting pretty beat up. I don't know if he's going to make it. There is some more spawning. Did Kailami, did he get his OP up? He did. He did get his OP up. I just didn't see it. Well, the P4 does go down, but can this infantry hold on after that level of a distraction? These guys are up in here. More spawn-ins on the OP. Cyber Busanu might want to consider dropping a satchel up here somewhere. Mines, also not a bad plan. Oh. Kailutsu gets it. Kailutsu goes down. Cyber Busanu goes down as well. Step on that mine. Come on, step on that mine. I just want to... Oh, he spotted it. Didazo's going to get shot in the back. Didazo somehow does not get shot in the back by Urson. Urson goes for the OP. Didazo does end up getting cleaned up. Valero now there by himself. But it does look like Cav is going to hold onto the circle a little bit longer. All right, over in the east, everything again has become stable. Back over in the west, though, Cav still has nice presence in the buildings here. Having a hard time breaking their way through the forest, of course. That's a narrow stretch of woods. Pretty much all of the tanks have been destroyed now, I think. Let's take a look at the map. We've got one medium back here for Cav. There's still this Tiger back here, has not yet made his way to the front lines. Should be able to spot some of this infantry. The rockets coming at him. That was a beautiful rocket. Fantastic. He did get taken down for that, but that was a nice rocket. Let's see if Miras Gashan. I want to know your name. Where am I looking? Over here. It's you. Miras Gashana. You gonna throw a rocket out for us? Ankush is gonna go for another one is what's gonna happen. The Tiger's still sitting in the same spot. Here comes Ankush with another rocket. Ankush? No? Alright. Sorry. I thought he was gonna do it again. I really did. Looks like they've got their medium pushing up over here towards the west now. Gonna have to... Maybe they're using them as a distraction for the Tiger back there. They've got two heavies pulling up in the back line now. We got a 76 and another 76 is my guess. Yes, two 76s. I have seen a few 75s here and there, but it's not very common. Isuke has managed to slip his way over here to the east. Putting some pressure on. Sergio trying to get on him. Sergio Leone. Oh, Isuke's clearing these guys, too. Oh, Isuke gets taken down before he can get a hold of anything over. The OP is safe. Things are feeling pretty stable at the moment. I would expect there to be a big fight over here, but this Tiger's keeping it locked down, and the only tank that Cav pushed over here is this medium who's about to engage with the Tiger. It's a hit. Just getting ricochets. There he goes. Now he's getting hit. He's gonna want. Yeah, he's popping smokes in his face now. Put 2 ricocheting hits on him, took a hit, and then popped a smoke in his face. it's kind of rude. Surprise, you can't see now. Watch. He popped a smoke in his face. Now the 76 is going to take his place. The smoke's going to clear. It's going to be a heavy instead of a medium. Truth be told, they could repair up this medium, pull this 76 out, and tag team that Tiger. That Tiger's just sitting in the open. He has no cover. He has nowhere to hide if they decide to start using these tanks in unison. Yeah, very secure over in the east. I think that's the Tiger trying to shoot towards the center. He's not even looking at the tanks anymore. Fortunately for him, the 76 is focused on the infantry instead. Oh! He can see you. He can see you. 76 pulling back into cover, repairing up. That's a nice catch by the Tiger there, catching that 76 before he could get into any kind of a good position to do any damage. The medium Sherman actually catching around on his front end, having to back off. Infantry from OGT trying to push up, but they're losing ground over here in the west. OGT counterattacking into the woods here, though, trying to break through. Citrus MG throwing out some grenades. Gazira in this back courtyard. I think he just popped that OP there. Gazira did get the kill, but Citrus MG managed to slip through. Is now hiding in their back lines. Might get a few kills in the back. He's gonna run right into this tank. He did get Soyuz. Gazira looking the other way. He's looking the other way. He's not gonna see him. Citrus MG is on the medium tank. He's not going to be able to do anything. Kyalami has managed to slip back here as well. The 76 again catching rounds from the Tiger when he tries to pull out. Looked like the medium just tried to smoke the Tiger again. Oh, he just pulled out straight in front of the 76. Is catching rounds in the flank from that Tiger. I don't know if he's going to be able to get into cover in time. Maybe hide behind that dead tank. Could be going for a distraction while the 76... No, 76 is repair, and he's just going for it. Just going for it. No coordination between the two tanks. 76 is in a repair. He's not going to help him with the fight. Or is he? Did he pull out? Is he there? Now's your chance. Your medium needs you. Negative. The medium Sherman goes down. The 76 does not engage. Perhaps he was not able to acquire the Tiger. He is getting hits on the Tiger now. I don't know if that Tiger's going to be able to... He's got a repair station here? He does have a repair station. That Tiger might be in trouble then. Unless he lands a solid hit. That 76 has a repair station, tearing him up. And the Tiger goes down. Well played by, I believe, the 76 who took down that Tiger. Infantry still holding strong over here in the west. Let's head back over to the east. Let's see what's going on over here. I do actually see like there is a tank has finally pulled up over here to the east. It's a Panther. Fast mover. He's catching rounds. He is still blasting the infantry, but I think he is about to explode right about now. Was that an AT gun back there? Is that what happened? Did they have an AT? No, somebody's shooting this Panther. Assuming it's the 76 back there. Guerrero now out there as an engineer trying to repair him up. I think. Yeah. We're going to repair up that Panther. Should be able to keep that going out there for a little while. Close in fights here going on in here as the 6 and Isuke. AT fight! The 6 going for a rocket into Lord Dark's face. Isuke with the return rocket. Looked like he was going for the Panther. This 6 just shooting out a rocket at random right in his face. Lord Dark catching him as he tries to come up and over the berm. And Cav just holding their position here. Does look like there's a pretty nice counterattack going on over here to the west, in spite of the fact that there's still a 76 over here for Cav. OGT making a very significant counterattack with their infantry here, starting to make some progress. They're breaking into the houses. Might even be able to retake the position. Pero getting a rocket onto the 76. Here comes Zero as well. Might be able to get some rockets on that 76 as well. Maybe force him to back off. There's another rocket into the 76 from Zero. Valero trying to make his way forward, but gets taken down. More spawn-ins for OGT over here. More spawn-ins for OGT. That was 2 squad leaders at the same time. That looked weird. I think he just lost his OP. I think they both had an OP there. Bombing run coming in. That is going to be an OGT bombing run going directly across the garrison. Takes out the garrison. Is going to do damage to this 76 as well. Kills a bunch of the infantry. There's still a handful of guys there. More spawn-ins for Cav as well. The 76 is still standing, of course. And the infantry from Cav holding strong. Even pushing across the open over here. A bunch of them did get found out, but Salty right here might be able to get an OP up close. Already now coming down over on this position over on the west. That's how serious the fight has become over here. One of the teams is calling their Artie down right on top of it. Both teams taking casualties from this Artie. I don't even know whose it is because it's right on top of this fight. Still looking like a decent push from OGT. They just can't seem to get rid of the stragglers here. They have already replaced the garrison. The garrison is back up. And Cav doing a fantastic job holding over here in the west. More infantry from OGT pushing in. Cav trying to make their own attack go on over here. These guys pushing right into each other. Both sides taking some serious casualties. Salty gets a hold of Peros. He's trying to make his way over to the tank. Does have an OP up here in the ditch. Oh, he got taken out too. Valero got a satchel on the 76. Well played by Valero. They clearly do not. Yeah, I don't think they saw it. They didn't see it. I think it's even too late at this point anyways. 76 goes down. More spawn-ins on the garrison over here to the west. Another tank has pulled up for Cav. Already filling in the gap with the loss of that 76. Cav just holding on to this position, bringing reinforcements in at exactly the right time. OGT has a nice looking push though. Their lines are looking strong. If they could just find the spots to break through, they're holding the strong points. Sukrat has even taken this position here. This was not... Ooh, Sukrat just got blasted by something, but... Did manage to clear out this position before he was taken down. I have no idea what killed him. Handful of infantry making it up close for OGT. Kalitsu, it's up to you. Charge! Get him, Kalitsu. He's actually putting some good pressure on these guys. Got Deutscher. What a nice push that was. I think he just popped an OP, too. Kalitsu with the Medal of Honor run. Does finally get taken down by Urshan. But it was a pretty good distraction. There's now smokes down. There's more infantry pushing up. About a quarter of the way capped here now at Southern Edge as these guys are starting to get control of the circle. Azael and Urson on top of each other. There's a couple of squad leaders. Barbed wire here. I don't even know how they were able to build up defenses here with how much the fight has been happening right around this area. But they did. They managed to get some barbed wire up. Hey, it doesn't look like a brick anymore. They changed the distance asset of barbed wire. That's cool. Here comes the Panther pushing up. It looks like OGT is getting serious about this capture. Looks like he must have taken... Yeah, it looks like he won the duel with the 76 back there. The defensive bombing run, clearing out the infantry. Rockets going into the side of the Panther. More spawn-ins, though, and the Panther is still here. Infantry making their forward, trying to retake the position that they just lost from the bombing run. Mauricio runs up to the front lines. He's focused on the Panther, though. Does not see the infantry around him. Now he sees him. Gets Azael. Gets taken out by the Panther. Over halfway capped here now at Southern Edge. More infantry pushing up, but they get cleared out by the artillery. Reinforcements pushing in for Cav. They need to clear this Panther out, though, if they want to stop this cap pressure. Panther catching so many rockets, but he's still going strong. Oh my goodness, he's been hit with so many rockets. Iske with a rocket from downtown over there. Can he land the next one? There it comes. What a nice hit, but it's still not enough to take down this Panther. Jesus, is this a Panther or a Tiger, man? This thing just taking rockets, taking bombing runs, taking artillery. Nothing is killing this thing. The infantry has now broken into the trenches. Cav still pushing their reinforcements up, trying desperately to stop this cap pressure. About 2/3 of the way capped here now. I'm pretty sure Ankush just pushed up and took out the OP for Wiro, but Wiro's still alive. Wiro goes down. The OP is gone. Salat is just there behind him, though. Is Anshu, does he manage to take out the OP that's there? Salat does take him down. Mauricio trying to get some rockets into the Panther. The Panther has moved. Mauricio running up, jumps into the trench, lands pretty much on top of Salat. Mauricio goes down. Almost completely captured here now at Southern Edge. Here at the 39-minute and 30-second mark, we should... Ooh, no. Oh, I don't know, though. The Panther just went down. It's close. It's close. There's a lot of infantry here still. There goes the capture. OGT has taken Southern Edge here at the 39-minute, 40-second mark. They don't have a ton of infantry up in here, though. A couple more spawn-ins on their OPs. More squad leaders trying to push up. I do see supports here. Kalami's right there as a support. Should be able to get some supplies down. Maybe get that garrison up. Squad leaders are already being taken down, though. Kalami gets taken down by Zebruto as well. More spawn-ins on the OP. Can they keep this OP alive? They do manage to take down Urson. Zebruto is shooting right over top of their heads. Oh, they do have the garrison up. They did manage to get the garrison. There it is. Yeah. Couldn't see it. Urson's actually right on top of it. Crimson TB now trying to make sure that he keeps that garrison alive. Here comes Ankush running up. Crimson TB shoots him before he can take it down. Salat actually gets killed by Zebruto there. Catching people running into the trenches. But Crimson TB keeping the garrison alive. Zebruto just right up in it. Satchel goes off and clears the garrison. The cap has now started to swing back towards Cav. There is some squad leaders in the area for OGT, but I don't think they have any supplies on the ground. Yeah, they don't really. They got 100 supplies back here. Astaroth. No, Astaroth, go back, build a garrison. It doesn't matter if it's not in the circle. You need guys spawning. I don't know if he can even build one there. Probably not. Looks like it's too close. It's hard for me to see. No. It's a little close to this one, but he might be able to fit it in there. Either way, he's pushed up to the next trench. Should be able to drop an OP in there. Maybe get a garrison there. Either way, he desperately needs to get a garrison up. There's a massive spotted on the OP right here on the back side of Cav's lines. But these guys are getting cleaned up by the back lines. About a third of the way capped here now for Caveiras. Airhead coming down. Cav looking to use the airhead. Lands in the open. Precision strike over here. What did they just get? Is that a tiger? P4 tiger? Looks like a tiger. They just got a tiger with a precision strike. Airhead is active now. AT, maybe the 6 might be able to get a rocket on it, but it's just sitting in the open. They might not know exactly where it is. As soon as the spawning comes in, there's the spawn wave. Rockets coming out, but none of them are going for the airhead. I don't think they really know exactly where it is. Stewart goes down. Counter bombing run coming through. It's actually coming through behind where the airhead is, though. Smoke now on top of the airhead, trying to protect it. Bombing run was not able to destroy it. Infantry is getting up close, stalling up this cap pressure. More spawn-ins on the airhead. Bombing run, I don't think that bombing run got anybody. Airhead is still active. Reinforcements being cleaned up as they're making their way to the trenches. Didazzo did manage to get an OP up in here. Him and Mauricio right on top of each other. There's another spawn wave on that OP. These guys are inside the circle. There is a reinforce down. They are stalling up the cap pressure. Citrus just threw out a grenade. Did he get the airhead? Does not look. Yes, he did. He got the airhead. The airhead goes down. I don't think they would have got but maybe one more spawn wave off of it anyways. More spawn-ins on the OP, but I don't think it's going to be enough to stall up this cap pressure. These guys are catching rounds from the 76 way back here. It looks like, oh, it's a 75. Looks like it was not going to be enough, though. They did manage to get the capture here, even after the loss of the airhead. A little too late. Not a ton of infantry here. The 76 is catching rounds. Looks like a Panther over there, I think. Dang trees. Getting him away. They still got shots on him. There's the next hit. He's trying to reposition. He has no cover. He's going to have to try and return fire, but I don't think it's going to matter. He blasts into the ground in front of himself, and he goes down. There is still a decent amount of infantry here for Cav, but the loss of that 76 could be a problem. They're moving the 75 forward now, trying to support this. Supplies coming down for OGT. Looks like they're starting to anticipate a capture here. Crimson TB makes its way into the circle. Should be able to drop a satchel. There's the satchel. Where's the garrison? There actually is no garrison. The garrison's further back. Back by here by the 76. It's actually, I would actually argue that's the better location. You're not as close to the circle and you can get boxed out, but it's harder to lose your garrison. When you put the garrison inside the trenches, they just hammer that thing with tanks and artillery, and you can't spawn on it. Looks like that Panther's starting to move forward. There goes the satchel inside the zone, or inside the trenches. Panther is engaging with the 76 over there, but I think the 76 got the first shot. Though, it was a swing and a miss with that shot. Here comes the next shot from the Panther. That's another good hit. 76 trying to back off. Infantry going down in front of the Panther. 76 will make it back into cover. OGT now again getting the capture going here. Managed to slip some guys up into the trench after that satchel went off. This is kind of what I was just talking about. The garrison is still active, but they've been boxed out of the trenches now. But because the garrison is still active, they might be able to bring their reinforcements forward. More spawn-ins on the garrison. Halfway capped here now at Southern Edge. 32 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. This match has just been back and forth. Cav now pushing a massive wave of infantry through the open, trying to make their way into the trenches. Several guys have made it into the trenches. Now rockets going off, trying to clear any of the spawns that might be in the trenches right there. Cav managing to stall up this capture. This is so back and forth, I'm forgetting who owns the point right now. Cav does own the point and are taking back their capture, but OGT again swinging it their way. Still slips some infantry. I gotta take a look at the map. They're not quite in the circle, and Cav even has the reinforce up, but OGT is still getting the cap pressure here. Nashdem Todd as a squad leader right up on the edge of the building. Has an OP up there now as long as Deutscher doesn't spot him. Deutscher might be able to toss a grenade out and destroy that. Oh, it's the next building. He's got it back there. There goes the capture. 31 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock, and OGT has retaken Southern Edge for the second time? Third time? I can't remember. It's very back and forth. They're going to have a hard time holding on to this. They don't have a lot of guys up in the circle, though. They don't have any supports here. They drop a garrison in the road just to have one. Rockets going back and forth. Rockets trying to get on the 76 over here. Uh, 75. This is the 75 back here, not a 76. Artillery coming down right on top of him, though. Spawn-ins on the OP around him. Infantry trying to make their way into the trenches. A couple of guys are in the trenches. Deutscher has just been hanging out in that gun pit. They can't seem to clear him out of there. Does look like that garrison was destroyed by somebody. More supplies coming down. They got supplies on the ground anyways, and somebody has already rebuilt that garrison. It is now in cover. Deutscher managed to make it on top of it. Zero making his way up, trying to find Deutscher, who's locking up the garrison. Zero comes around the corner, takes down Deutscher before he can destroy the garrison. Zero takes a round from Kid. Gets blasted by the tank as well. The garrison has been destroyed by the tank round there. More infantry pushing up. They're getting blasted by the tank, who is shooting. Where are you? Back here somewhere. I don't think it's the 75, is it? Or is this what I'm hearing right now? There's a Puma making his way around the backside, trying to clear out this Mateus from the top of the building here. Eastgate gets taken down before he can get him. The garrison goes down. Mateus goes down. Carlos takes back control of the shed over here. Good progress going on over there in the east. Over here, back in the center, there's a little bit going on to the west as well. Does look like Cav has managed to push OGT back a little bit, but they've got some massive spawn waves coming in over here off this garrison. Should be able to hold on to that position. The fight is just here in the center as these guys are trying desperately to push each other out of the circle. OGT with a handful of guys. What did I just hear? I just heard a ricochet. It's not you. Let's take a look at the map. There is a medium, or a heavier just over here. 76. Looks like he's dueling it out with that Panther that's out there. Oh, he got him. Panther goes down to the 76 just as we pulled over to watch. Take a look at the crew so you know who you are. Now there was, Puma driving around the back lines. Getting lit up by Infanterist. Infanterist takes him down with his second rocket. Puma goes down way in the back. I don't even know what Infanterist is doing back there, but he did manage to clean up the Puma. About a quarter of the way capped here and now at Southern Edge for Caveiras. Using this 75 to anchor their attack. Sergio Leone is about to come around the corner on Casper. Just holding the edge of the trenches there. Casperadoroso comes around the corner and takes him out. Casperadoroso should be able to get an OP up inside the trenches now. But OGT is pulling this back. Again. Trying to put some infantry up there. Cav does have these guys. Casperadoroso is up inside the trenches, so he should have an OP up. If not now, very soon. Definitely seems like he's going to lay low and prepare for that. About a third of the way capped here now for Cav. Do I hear more tank engagements? I hear a lot of tanks shooting. I haven't really heard... The tanks aren't necessarily all engaging each other directly. They're kind of blasting the infantry a lot. OGT having a hard time pushing their infantry up now. Cav has retaken the trenches and have spread their shooters out. They have good shooting positions now. OGT trying to throw out some smoke so that they can get up close, but they are getting cleaned up by the MGs from further back. The 76 way behind looks like now he's going to reposition a little bit. Probably just repositioning so he can shoot up towards the center a little easier. Support this 75. Here comes another tank for OGT coming around the corner. But I don't think he sees that 75 sitting right there who's already hitting him. He is lagging out hard right there. Oh, he's lagging out hard. He is causing a good distraction, though, just driving his tank right up in there. Doing a couple of flips. Casperadoroso is the only... Oh, he's gone. He does get taken out. This P4 is getting blasted by the tanks now, but he's done his job. He's cleared out most of the infantry. He's created a massive distraction for this infantry for OGT that's pushing up now, making their way to the trenches. Most of these spawns back here were just cleaned up by the P4 as he blasts around this corner. Oh, the bombing run mixed with the 75 takes down the P4. Cav pushing their reinforcements back up, preventing this capture. Or no, starting this capture. There's an airhead. Airhead came down. I didn't even see the airhead. They managed to slip an airhead past all of us. More spawn-ins for Cavs. About 3/4 of the way captured here now. 24 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. Rockets coming in, blasting at this infantry. There should be some more spawn-ins on this airhead now. More reinforcements pushing down for OGT, trying to prevent this capture. Oh, the airhead was destroyed by the rocket from way off to the east. I think Zero got it. Nice rocket from Zero. Takes down the airhead to prevent any more of these reinforcements pushing in. They've almost got it completely captured. No reinforced anymore, but there's only a handful of guys inside the circle. It does look like OGT's starting to get back in here. I don't think it's going to be enough to stop this capture, though. There it goes. Southern Edge swings back to Cav one more time. OGT already beginning to cap back here at Southern Edge. Starting to take this back immediately. Pushing their infantry back inside the circle. Cyber Busano now right here as an AT. Has rockets. Gets taken out by the Arty before he can do anything to this 75. Crimson looked like he's trying to come around behind. Almost catches a rocket in the face from Infanterist. Looked like he tried to get on the 75 for a second there. Wasn't quite able to do it. There's actually cap pressure going on over at Foy. Just a single guy inside the zone, though. Should be able to stop that up. They're actually winning the cap race anyways. Crimson TP got up close, but I don't think he got the satchel. He did not, but it might be enough to force the 75 to have to back off just so he can check. He's going to be very scared that he has a satchel on himself now. OGT has control of the circle, but more reinforcements are pushing forward for Cav. They're starting to make it into the trenches, running through the smoke. Deutscher and Kalitsu run into each other. Kalitsu loses the exchange. Cyber Busano comes around the corner and avenges his comrade. Cyber Busano trying to keep these trenches locked down long enough for the infantry to push in from behind. Is he going to shoot rockets right into Urshan's face? I don't know whose smokes these are, to tell you the truth. Grenades going off inside the trench, gets himself a couple of kills. Starting to swing back towards OGT yet again. 22 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. OGT has pretty good control of the circle, but Cav is still pushing reinforcements up. They've still got this 75 back here as well. Let's take a quick look at the map, see what's going on with the tanks for OGT. Got one heavy making their way forward. They got an AT gun back here that's kind of filling in the gaps at the moment, sending that long-range fire. Already smoke coming down. OGT in complete control of the circle. Macau trying to make his way across. Maybe he can get an OP up. It kind of looked like an OP just popped right there from that rocket. Macau making his way into the trench. He's going to run right into Azale. Runs right past Azale. Azale? Did not see Macau somehow. Macau now running straight through the trenches. Did the 6 see him go past? I don't think he did. Macau managed to make his way all the way through the trenches. Could potentially even get an OP up on this side of the trench. He's just going to run out into the open. Oh, Macau dropping OP right now. Popping smokes on himself. Should be able to get an OP up here in the trench, though. The infantry and the 75 have managed to stall up this capture yet again. Does look like OGT is starting to lose some of their forward momentum. This AT gun now trying to add its weight to the fray. Where did that heavy that was long range go? He's just over here. There he is. Looks like he's trying to get some sort of angle on that 75. I don't know if he can. I'm not sure he's going to be able to hit that 75 from where he is. I think he's very well protected from that side. That's the AT gun. He actually could get a shot on him right now. Oh, did he just catch a round while we were flipping cameras? I think he did. It looks like he caught a round from the 76 while we were flipping the camera back and forth. Oh, catching another round, and he's gone! Tag teamed. Well played by the tanks from Cav. The loss of that Panther, the loss of all of their tanks. Looks like OGT has lost most of their forward momentum now. They've lost all their tanks. Cav has a decent number of tanks down here now on both of their flanks and in the center. Should be able to keep this pretty under control for them. Taking a look at the map. And again, so just throw this up there too so you can see the zones. I used the wrong map, but it works. You can see the zones there for this tournament. OGT still trying to keep their pressure up here on the front. Looks like they've been stalled up pretty good, though. They're going to have to try and make it across this open here. Maybe some arty smokes or something. I'm not sure. They do have another medium pushing off over there on their right flank. Left flank of what we're looking at right now, but... This 75, just a massive problem. They got the 76 over here on this flank as well as pulling in. Oh, this is a medium. It's not a 76. Oh, but the P4 is catching rounds from the 75. He's got his turret looking the entirely wrong direction. He's looking at the infantry over here. He's going to get caught by that 75 through the trees. Oh, just narrowly missed him by shooting the embankment. Crew jumping out for emergency repairs, but the medium pulls out. The medium has a shot, and the medium actually is going to pull back in, but the 75 takes him down. He was not in cover. This 75 has been doing absolute wonders for Caveiras. What are you doing, Isuke? Oh. Shooting Zamio. He's actually making his way forward here now, too. So they got their infantry crawling out in the open, making their way forward, getting some pressure. Ooh. Isuke. Isuke, you little sneak. Throwing out grenades. That was a nice throw. Almost gets the OP with it. Not quite close enough. But he's just shooting across. He's catching these reinforcements for OGT as they're trying to run in. 16 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. It's starting to look pretty rough for OGT. Starting to look good for Caveiras, though. Dr. Dragster. Look at this gorgeous field of fire. Beautiful. I can't believe that you're up on this rooftop and nobody has shot you yet. But you can just see everything over there in the trenches. Yeah, they got this medium just anchoring down their position over here in the west. Maybe pushing a couple guys forward here in the forest, but as it stands right now, it might not be a bad idea for Cav to just kind of turtle up and run out the clock. Just 15 minutes and 55 seconds left on the clock. There's not much time left for OGT to get this attack going. One, maybe two more attacks from OGT, but they don't have any tanks in place at the moment. They have no tanks. They just got one heavy making his way up from the back line. And a Luke's. Maybe that Luke's can get around behind and blow up some garrisons or something. Would be very useful for them right about now. They got enough time to do something like that if they choose to. Cav now starting to push out away from Southern Edge, starting to clear out their front door positions. Infantress makes the house, gets the kills, catching these guys in the open. They all go down. And Cav now making their way forward over here on the eastern side of the map. Taking a look at the map, they've actually started to box in OGT over here towards the west. They pretty much have complete control over here in the east. Just this one squad. Carlos just spawned in, managed to get game over before he could get on his OP. They still have garrisons back here as well, way on the very edge of the zone. Cav just keeping their tanks back, keeping them safe. Both teams have done a pretty good job with their tanks. Not getting overly aggressive. Using them at the right times. Been looking pretty good. This 75, I would say, is the most aggressive tank that they've been using. He has been making it work. Just keeping Southern Edge completely secure for like the last 20 minutes. Bombing run coming in. Will not get the garrison. Does not look like it's going to get a hold of much. Just going to go over the trenches. Might get Bengalavisky. Bengalavisky. Casper Poderoso. It's just cool to say. Casper Poderoso. It sounds cool. I like it. Just running through the open, throwing smokes in front of himself. Throwing grenades. Gets shot by Silat. Almost made it to the house. Almost got a grenade in there. Another push coming down the center, but these guys are just pushing straight into the kill zone now with infantry on either side. Does look like OGT is holding decent over here in the east. It's really hard to push across the open. They've actually made pretty good progress over here in the west as well. pushing down, taking control of these buildings, trying to take over this flank so they can push in past this tank. This medium's got a couple of repair stations keeping him nice and secure over here on the western flank. He's got infantry coming right on top of him. Already blast several guys right there. I don't know whose already it was. It did not discriminate. Both teams were wiped. Rocket goes off, hits the medium, destroys the repair station from El Diente. El Diente with the next rocket, lands it, does not destroy him. The repair station managed to keep him up just long enough. Supplies in the back line. I mean, OGT has a nice looking push going on. They're making good progress over here. If El Diente had one more rocket, maybe two more, he could definitely get rid of this medium Sherman here, but more reinforcements coming in off of the garrison down over here. The infantry now having to shift this direction to deal with that. It's going to make it a lot harder for them to break through. More reinforcements pushing over here from the circle as well, making sure that OGT is not able to break through on this side. Infantry now pushing up over here on the western side for Cav, starting to push into this attack. Catching rounds from the tanks as well. Looks like Cav is starting to take this attack over here to the west a lot more seriously, pushing their infantry over here, shifting their tank fire over here. And at the same time, oh man, OGT had a nice spawning over here, but they got blasted by the tank round and got just tore up from chapel liners over there. OGT having a hard time now trying to find the gaps. 10 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. I'm hearing ricochets going off over here on this medium Sherman. Looks like a Panther. A Panther over there pulling into the fray, but he is... Okay, there's a Luke's. There's the Luke's. I think that Luke's can technically shoot this medium Sherman right now. This Panther's trying to get in position to push a front door push in the center. If he can get over here and get an angle on this 75, which is what I'm pretty sure he wants. I don't think he can shoot him through that dead tank. I think that 75 is just completely safe in this position. He's going to have to pull all the way up to this downed house, which will expose him to the medium over there. He's already exposed to the medium right now. I think he's trying to find the keyhole shot, but I don't think he's going to be able to shoot through there. This medium pulls up again. He might be able to get a shot on him. There goes the Luke's. Repositioning, and some infantry did manage to slip around behind. Not sure how they got him over here, but some guys did manage to slip around behind. They're right next to this garrison, which is inside. Can you not? The tank is covering up the side of the garrison or something, man. It's right there. Zero, did you just hear? Are you guys just hearing this garrison? Or can you not get into the building? The garrison survives. Unbelievable. I can't believe that garrison survived. Valero, oh, he gets blasted by the medium before he can make it to the garrison. The garrison will survive. Unbelievable. I can't believe that. Craziness. Absolute insanity in this match. What a fantastic match this has been to watch. Looks like Panther trying to engage with that 76 way out there. Did get a hit on his barrel. 76 trying to back. I don't know what kind of cover he's in. Oh, shot low with his next round. I do see Ultra is out there repairing it as well. Jumps back into the 76. Here comes the next round. He's shooting low. really looks like he's shooting low. Oh, the infantry's getting up on this now. Salty makes it through, takes out the OP. El Diente does manage to get a hold of him with a grenade. Or something. I don't know whose grenade that was. Took up that OP, but everything's going to be just fine there. This 76... I don't know what the Panther's shooting at. I don't know if he's trying to shoot this 76 or not. He landed one round on him, and then he's been shooting the ground ever since. I guess he is kind of up and over a hill. He's probably just shooting a little low. 7 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Cav definitely feeling nice and turtled up here, protecting their flanks, protecting their center. This medium over here catching more rockets. Without this medium, OGT might be able to break through over here. They've got multiple tanks on this flank ready to push. They just can't get through the infantry. This garrison. This garrison is a thorn in their side. Have not been able... maybe they just can't find it, but they were right next to it. You could hear it. They have to know where it is. Didazo coming around the corner, gets cleaned up by Salty. Looks like there is some engagement going on with the 75 here. These two tanks are trying to engage with the 75, trying to force him out. Artillery coming down on top of the 75 as well. Oh, the medium just got a nice hit on the Panther. I hear a precision strike. Oh, it was up there. It was on the Panther. He got him. I see it now. Although I don't think he actually got the Panther. Oh yeah, he did. He did. So he got the Panther with that precision strike. Nice precision strike there. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Cav pushing their infantry out here in the center now, trying to make sure that the trenches stay secure. They're not even like getting aggressive. They're just pushing away from the circle, making sure that OGT is not even able to get close to it. 5 minutes left on the clock. I don't know when OGT's next bombing run is going to be up. Might want to consider like a north-south bombing run. They almost always, it's just, that house back there is kind of another common garrison spot, so it never hurts to think that there might be one back there if you haven't found it yet. But I don't know. I'm just saying that because I know where the garrison is and I want to see him get it with this next bombing run. This P4 is about to have a rough day. He's having a hard time finding cover. Oh, don't peek that front of your tank out. He can see you. It's a ricochet. I don't think he can return fire. He's going to catch the next round. I don't know if it'll pen or not, but he is catching rounds from this 75. He's just hitting him in the tread. It's not enough to destroy him. It is if he repositions, though. He's trying to get the shot. Looks like the P4 might have backed up just a touch. Oh, 75's still trying to get shots on this P4. P4 just, it's like he's hiding behind a tree pretty much. Just skinny little tank. There comes the bombing run with the airhead. Oh, both teams are bombing running right now. Defensive bombing run has gone off. Here comes the offensive bombing run. Let's see how the timing looks. Oh, beautiful looking timing. Urshan goes down. It was beautiful timing. I don't know if the airhead's going to survive. Somebody got it. Grenade, maybe? I think that's why Kid is bandaging up right now. There was an explosion there. Airhead was destroyed, but it was a beautiful airhead bombing run combo. I loved that. The 75. They just can't get rid of that 75. He won the exchange with the P4 over there. The P4 is dead. Has been destroyed by over there by Gelaldo. Some rockets going out into the 75, but that's a heavy. It's hard to destroy from the front with rockets. They do have a Panther right there trying to duel with him. Getting some good hits. Hey, 75 finally gets destroyed after like a full 30 minutes of being alive. A little bit of cap pressure going on in the 4th point, but yeah, I don't know about this. Yeah, it's just cap pressure going on in the 4th point. They're gonna have to call some guys back to deal with that. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, this is definitely a Caveiras victory. But what type of victory is yet to be determined. It's up to you, Kevin. There's the spawn in on the garrison. Should be enough to get this, stop this cap pressure. That's a pretty big spawn in. Yeah, that's gonna be it. All right. Let's just go over here and watch this tank battle. Panther's gonna go down to the 76 right here. Nice shot, boys. Air Commandant. Another fight going on over there. Just kind of watching this clock run out. I don't see any like crazy fights we can get on. Maybe Dr. Draxter can get a satchel. Nope. No satchel. It's gonna drive the 76 right through your lines. Maybe get it stuck in a ditch. OP goes down. All right. Get him, Valero. There won't be time for the satchel to go off anyways. That 76 did some work there at the end though, didn't he? Kind of slipped through and destroyed some stuff. Caused a little chaos. Ooh, catches around. And there you have it. Let's take a look at some combat scores. All right, 1132 from Gelaldo. 661 King. 999 from Dr. Draxter. Ooh, 955 from Kyalami. Tanks looking good. 1069 from Iske. 1383 from Mateus. 1147 from Mordecai. Really good looking combat scores there, fella. That was a fantastic match. So I absolutely love a good back and forth match like that, man. Just that was beautiful. The center point constantly changing hands. I don't even have like a ton of commentary. When the match is changing hands like that, it just says that both teams are on the ball. So I loved it. Thank you for letting me cast this match for you guys. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and I will catch you later. Take it easy.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies.